Hello, Tom aka Gedeon here for Tabletop Tap Room, and we're back in the gaming and crafting space in my house, looking at pieces of the Dungeon Crawl board game. And I want to bring to your attention the TSR ratings meter. The TSR ratings meter that's completely unnecessary, links back to the original industry standard ratings that existed. And so TSR has added this ratings meter to their Dungeon Crawl. So this ratings meter was something that was in the works for a while now, because it's on the old, this is the old Dungeon Crawl box, not the Elmore cover. Because they were like, oh, we're doing the Elmore cover, we're doing this. You know, so this is the old box, the original box, but then they got the Elmore cover. And so this goes back to the earliest printing of the game, back before March, where the game was available and they were passing it out they were selling it at their little game day at the Dungeon Hobby Shop Museum that they called TSR Con, that was squatting on Gary Con, which had thousands of people in attendance, and you know, this had like 80 if they were lucky at TSR Con. So, but they inflate those numbers to ludicrous levels, claiming a ludicrous level of attendance for a building, you know, that could not have handled that level of occupancy. But I digress. So anyhow, the TSR ratings meter on here says mild. Everyone 10 years old and up. The problem with that being is this little card that was in the Dungeon Crawl board game, the WTF Is It encounter card. And it says, heck, I don't know what it is, but all players have to save versus magic, and if you fail, you must roll on the penalty table. And words are all randomly capitalized all throughout the copy on here, which is a joke that the good wife and I have when we read something written by Justin Lanassa, is just random words are capitalized. We don't know why. We haven't figured it out. But anyhow, WTF, we all know what that means. It stands for what the bleep. And now, sure, I learned a lot of good swear words in Catholic school, in elementary school. Not from the nuns, from the other good Catholic kids. And we didn't have the expression, what the bleep, back then, but certainly did use the F word quite a bit when I was a kid at 10 years of age. I have no doubt. But, yeah, because what was that? In 4th or 5th grade. Yeah, we were definitely using. However, parents looking at this are not going to smile or take kindly to going, oh, geez, 10 years of age and up, and then they buy it, and then they get, you know, because inevitably there's going to be that kid at the, you know, that one kid in the family who's like, what the and then they're going to say it louder and again because they know it's getting under their mother's skin. This kind of sounds like something I would have done. But anyhow, this is not appropriate for 10 years old and up for the rating meter. So you have to ask yourself, what value is the new TSR ratings meter that they're now schlepping to the industry and the hobby if they can't even properly rate their own product? It's of no value. There's no value to this ratings meter because they can't even rate their own products properly. I mean, you might as well be like 3 years old and up. Who cares? We don't care. We just want your money. It's ludicrous. So you have to stop and ask yourself, why would I even use something that is a total You know, even the graphics on here, they keep changing the point size on the words here. Up and down the point size goes. It's just weird. It's so shoddily put together, and again, they can't even properly rate their own product. It's pathetic. So I'm like, just use the original T for Teen, you know, those kinds of ratings that already existed. They're already universally accepted. They're, you know, why use this here? You know, and when they first came out with it, or, you know, if you get in now, we'll let you get in now and use it now, but you'll have to pay us later. Why would I want to pay you for something I could just use for free? You know, why don't I just rate it myself and create a little logo, and I can just create my own little logo. Somebody will look at that and go, oh, you know, it's for 10 years old. Games have said that for years now, for decades. You know, 5 years old and up. You know, for 3 to 4 players, 10 years old and up. Games have had these ratings on them for years. They're usually printed right on the box by a conscientious game publisher. So I don't know why anybody in their right mind would even consider using the TSR rating meter that they're trying to schlep and make themselves look like, oh, you know, we're the big cheese in the hobby and woohoo. No, I'm not using it. I'm not even close. So Tom from Tabletop Taproom signing out. Just want to say, keep on gaming. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks to my subscribers. You guys are great. And I will see you out there.